Hi Aries! Welcome to your mid-December 2018 Tarot Astrology reading with me. This is the final mid-monthly of 2018. I hope you've had a wonderful year. And I hope you're ready for a bit of a rest. I know Aries don't really do rests, do they? But with the full moon in Cancer, your domestic life is going to be what's taking your attention. It's going to be a very interesting full moon for you. High Priestess. Contrast. Talk a lot about the High Priestess as being the most intuitive card. It's when your intuition comes into play. Your subconscious mind, what secrets you keep in your heart and your soul. Not necessarily what other secrets people keep from you, though. Don't get it confused. Acceptance of duality, acceptance of the dark and the light. What's going on in your home situation or your domestic affairs that are so very much in need of your attention? What is it in the home that you need to attend to? You know, it doesn't have to be emotional, but they say home is where the heart is, so you need to make sure yours is matching what you want to experience. It needs to be a haven for you to retreat after the last couple of weeks where your career goals have been so important, where you've been doing everything for everybody else, and there's been a lot of important matters, possibly public matters, where you've had to attend to. Your home needs your attention. The full moon could make you realize you might need a bit of a makeover, or things that you've been delaying suddenly need your attention. Did those lights just go out? Wow, that's a switch. I don't know. That's a bit spooky. That's a switch. I don't know how that happened. I'll have to play it back and see. Anyway, where were we? Yes, maybe your lights are going to go out. Maybe you need to stay on top of the bulbs that are working. Maybe you don't want to trip a switch with all those fairy lights. I know that I probably will. So, as we were talking about the home is where the heart is. It's where your feelings are lying this month. It's time to prioritize what is more important. Is it the way the public see you, or is it your private life? There's a mix between the two. As I say, the duality of the High Priestess, your privacy and your public life. Could be somebody trying to get up in your business. There could be too much information about you out there. Maybe you've been oversharing on social media and you don't want to anymore. 10 of Wands. Something has been getting your attention and overdoing it. You're feeling a bit overextended. 9 of Wands. You're definitely feeling overextended, but you want to keep going. Typical Aries fashion. No matter how much they throw at you, you just want to keep going because I'll show them. 5 of Pentacles. You've got tunnel vision. Justice in the Challenge and the Ace of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Underneath, we have the Strength card, because you are a machine. Now, the only planet, actually, that we know of, the only planet that's retrograde is Uranus in your sign. So there is that sense of unpredictability. Maybe you feel like you can't truly relax because you feel you're always looking over your shoulder, or you're always waiting for the next thing. Now, the 5 of Pentacles means in the positive position that you are shutting out that which annoys you. You're trying to just keep on going. You just want to go, go, go. You don't want to put down the gauntlet and rest on your laurels at this point, Aries. You just want to keep going until you can't take no more. And that's soon, because you're going to overdo it. Mars, your ruler, being in retrograde this year, has probably in some ways highlighted that which you are overdoing and overextending. And perhaps you felt the need to go beyond your limits and test your limits also. But Justice in the Challenge means that you're not keeping accountability of everything that matters. Your tunnel vision is excluding what is fair and what is just. Maybe you've not been treating somebody fairly or giving them the time that they deserve, or maybe you've not been giving yourself the time that you deserve. Because Justice in the Challenge always means something is out of balance. Something isn't fair. Perhaps all the work has been put on you, maybe, but something's not quite fair. The good news is that the outcome for this month is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the ultimate Christmas present. It's a lovely gift wrapped in a bow. The Ace of Pentacles always means you're going to get something, whether it's an offer, whether it's a gift. It's something given to you. It's not something you give, right? It's a receiving thing. So you're receiving something, possibly from a Leo, I don't know. But the Strength card means that you need to approach yourself, your situation, with compassion. Your inner strength. Because the spirit is a lot stronger than the body. So what is it that you need to tap into to keep you going if you really insist? Now, the beautiful thing about this full moon in Cancer is that you do get the rest. It is all about taking a couple of days downtime to just chill in your pajamas. The Devil. You've been obsessing over your work for sure. You've been obsessing over results. You've been obsessing over the status quo. You've been obsessing with things looking a certain way, and you just need to pull back for a second and say, nah. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to chill out on the sofa, watch Home Alone, and just pause. You need to pause. You need to give things time to work, okay? It's that, concept of having to switch off a computer that's not working for a few seconds and turn it back on. You're like that too. If you let anything recharge for long enough, it'll probably start working. You are a computer, Aries. You need to be switched off for a little bit before things start getting muddled. We did have Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio and Sagittarius. And of course for you that represented your higher thinking, your thought patterns, your philosophies. And that could have gotten quite muddled, especially because it was in fellow fire sign Sagittarius. You may have been muddling your thoughts and your actions. You may have thought you did something, turns out you didn't do it. You thought you booked something, turns out you didn't book it. Because you're burnt out. You need to take a minute. You need to commit to some downtime. Now, we're not quite into your relationship focus yet, but bear with me. It's a coming. Okay. King of Wands, this is you. But it is also possibly a fire sign. It could be a Sagittarius. It could be a Leo in particular. Leo energy seems to be quite strong. So you don't want to rest. You want to keep going. I find with Aries people, my dad is a moon in Aries. And he's always been one of those people that a vacation is never actually a vacation. It's a time to fit in the other stuff. Do you know what I mean? There's always something going on. There's never really rest, as I would put it. I can think of a lot of Aries people, a lot of Aries suns that are like that too. If they're not going, they're dying as far as they're concerned. It's all systems go. The sun is in your favor. Some of you are definitely looking at a Leo situation. And it's like it's like things are heating up where they once were cold, Aries. So someone that was keeping you out in the cold is no longer keeping you out in the cold. Or someone you were keeping out in the cold is no longer in the cold. High Priestess in the challenge, as I say, you need to balance. You need to rest as well as work, What you're doing too much of, you need to start doing less. What you're doing too little of, do more. There's a balance here. There's a duality to this. 8 of Cups. Perfect. Some of you are taking a vacation. And what did I say? 4 of Swords. Downtime. You need to rest. This is interesting. It's almost as if somebody gives you an opportunity to take a vacation. I wonder what that could be. Okay. So the sun, positive position, positivity, fun, warmth, success, radiating who you truly are, an increase in energy and good health. Don't compromise that for trying to get everything done. Okay? It feels to me as if something is heating up in your life, Aries. It very much, call me crazy, but it very much looks to me as if somebody returns to your life after a short absence. This could be reuniting with friends over the festive period. It could be reuniting with another fire sign maybe, because it looks as if, now this can be family as well, it looks as if somebody is starting to thaw, as if they're warming up, they're heating up. The Eight of Cups. This card always confuses people because some people see it as a sad, solitary situation, leaving stuff behind, and some people see it as pursuing your dreams. It can be both. I think with the Ace of Pentacles, it's as if you receive a gift that keeps on giving to me. Do you know what I mean? It's as if somebody offers you something that you can move with. It's like you can keep going. It gives you an opportunity. Maybe somebody offers you to stay at their holiday home in the Bahamas. I don't know. It's as if you get this gift and it is something that can go on giving, you know, rather than just something you open and say, thank you very much. It's as if something keeps on giving to you. So I'm kind of intrigued to know what this is, Aries. It could be the gift of love. It could be the gift of money. It definitely could be money because this just popped out. Could be an inheritance, Aries, that gets sorted. Maybe there was an inheritance issue with justice in the challenge position. Maybe the legal system was getting to you with something. You maybe had an ongoing case and it was taking up all your attention. There's definitely some Aries lawyers out there, and that's where you're overdoing your energy. Because with Libra as your opposing sign, oftentimes the justice system and Aries can be a bit mismatched. It can sometimes feel like you have to fight that little bit harder. Aha, the Star. Beautiful. You know, the stars come out for most signs. Very festive indeed. Two of Swords. Seven of Cups. Three of Cups is a challenge. The Four of Pentacles. And the Hermit. You really need some downtime, Aries. I'm sorry. You really need a rest. You really need a break. It feels as if you are, you know, I'm getting exhausted just looking at these cards, actually. It's as if you're just continuously running on a loop to get everything done. It's hectic. And you're not feeling as if anybody else is helping, per se. You feel like you're doing everything and everybody else is just having a good time, but you're like, there's work to be done. It must be done. But contrary to popular belief, you are only human, Aries. You know? It's the holidays for a reason. So, actually this kind of reminds me of Ebenezer Scrooge. You know when he wants to work on Christmas Eve, he wants to work on Christmas Day, he doesn't care about anybody else, he just cares about his money. Don't be this guy, okay? Holding everything to himself, because he can't get any more. He's no hands to pick up anything else, to pick up anything new. If he set these down, it's not guaranteed that anybody's going to snatch them. You receive a gift, but don't be miserly with your time and your attention, particularly in your romantic relationships. Your career seems to be taking off to peak levels, I think. A lot of you are having great opportunities that come up in terms of messages. In fact, with the Sagittarian energy, it feels like a lot of people are getting boosts in different areas, and that's fine. But with a full moon in Cancer, you have to give a little bit to the people in your life, and that's not giving them money, that's giving them time, it's giving them attention, it's giving them love. As I say, there seems to be a Leo here in particular that wants your attention. We also have Virgo and Aquarius as being significant. How you spend your time is entirely your decision, Aries. We all have the same amount of hours in a day. But you've been working so hard, it's like there's things in your life that if you blink, you'll miss them. You know? You're not very in the moment. You're on to the next thing. You're thinking about your next set of goals. You're thinking about your next set of challenges, your next adventure. Just breathe a little bit. Preserve your energy. There's been a very hectic cosmic climate for the last year. And I mean a crazy one. We're not going to see Mercury retrograde again until March. So you have time for a little bit of a rest. Trust me. You do. The Seven of Cups means you have options. You have a lot of invitations. You have a lot of... what's the word? You have a lot of cups. You have a lot of different options. You have a lot of different offers. The sun just enhances that. You have a lot of great opportunities, positive opportunities. For some of you, you may simply be concentrating on work so much because maybe you feel a little bit lonely this time of year. And if you do, consider what type of community you want to build. Have you been putting so much time into your career that you've not reached out to be part of a community? Russell Brand is a moon in Aries. And he made this, I don't know if I think it's on his Twitter. It's on his Instagram too. This amazing video on loneliness. And it popped in my head when I see the Three of Cups in the challenge. So if you are feeling lonely, I would recommend watching that video because he speaks very importantly about how much we need to reach out to others and be part of communities and get involved with common interests. Because we're all somewhat tribal. And if you're not getting that sense of community and work and it feels like one challenge after another until you can't go on any longer because you're afraid to rest, because you're afraid to look around, really consider the people that are in your life and make sure that you are surrounding yourself with true, authentic people. And that is just for those of you that are going through that. I do think with the Three of Cups, you may be deliberately isolating yourself to concentrate on work. And at the risk of sounding too much like one of those ghosts of Christmas past, present or future or whatever, you do enjoy where you are at the moment. Enjoy the people that you're with. Because there's a lot to be positive for with the Sun card. You know, people do want to bring you into their homes, into their castles, into their churches, for example. Five of Pentacles in the positive, it just means that the cold air is being heated up by the warm sun. And when we have the Four of Pentacles here, I'm just telling you, it's good to relax a little bit, you know? You may have a lot of concerns about money, but money is starting to improve. Okay? Don't forget, we had a new moon in Sagittarius on the 7th of December, which, you know, great time to manifest what it is that you want to feel, what it is that you want to do, where you want to go in the world, what you want your life to look like. It's always the new moons are when we assess, and the full moons are when we start to release, okay? And we reflect and we rest during a full moon. I know you're all systems go and you love being all systems go, Aries. I'm just telling you that you're going to burn out if you don't be careful. You know, Mars in Pisces for you can be very much as if you're in this race to avoid what lies beneath, what is lurking in your subconscious. What are you afraid of addressing? You're supplied for today and all of your tomorrows, so don't worry about that. If you're working hard to avoid something, maybe good to focus your intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So you're going to keep going. You're just going to keep running on. But the thing is, Aries, make sure that you have time for people, okay? Because when it comes back to it, they might not have time for you. If you don't see them, how can they remember you? If you go for ages and ages and you're cancelling plans and you're not going with them, just bear in mind, home, this is perfect. Cancer full moon. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Maybe some of you are moving home, and maybe it's for the best. Maybe you get some sort of financial backing to do that, or you're in a better position to do it. All this reading is really asking you to do, Aries, is relax. Because I feel like you've been all systems go for a while. And now it's time to just pause for a little bit. Let things come to you. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Okay? Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect on the world. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So rest, Aries, meditate, get in touch with your mind, get in touch with your higher self. Feel the vibrations, feel the mood, and don't feel there's a lack of anything in this life. We live in a world of abundance. You can create the future that you want. Go into the new year rested and ready to take it on. Don't keep charging right on through to it. Take a pause, take some time to reflect, and you'll be stronger than ever when Mars enters your sign on the 1st of January, which is very, very exciting. I think January is going to be quite a read for you, so I'm excited to give it to you. I love you all, and I will see you next year. Have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye-bye.